just 4 to shoot. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Paul's got 6.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Kicks it to Pierce. Jordan with a screen on Russell. Pierce against Randall. Rebound the Lakers. 90 seconds now into the second half. Here's Santos. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 9th assist in the game now.
No hesitation. When he saw the space the D was giving him, that's 2.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and
They're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Facing.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Paul kicks to Redick. He feeds it to Mbah a Moute. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Russell against Paul. 6 to shoot. Takes a shot at the elbow. Jump shot is good. Paul's got 8 points.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
On occasions last year, the Lakers were all right on offense. Other times, they were just stagnant. There was just no motion, nothing going on.
That's a great point, and their ball movement could use some work. A lot of ISOs last season, and it killed a lot of the flow the team had in the half court.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
Outside, Pierce. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Russell with it. Chris Paul covering Santos. The three-pointer no good.
You know, for the Lakers, they were okay in the assist department, guys, but they were dead last in the league in secondary assists. That, to me, is indicative of an inefficient offense and also a new stat category.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively. Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Paul outside. The dish to Redick. Los Angeles with another miss.
And for the Lakers and that secondary assist stat, that just means they aren't making the extra pass, or it means they are holding on to the ball too long. Either way, it hurts the offense.
And that one's good.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Paul passes to Redick. Nice D from Cousins. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Lets it go with a 3. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And that's now 8 points here for Cousins.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's DeRozan. The three-pointer off the mark. Clippers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Moute, a screen on Russell. And stolen by Cousins. Russell against Paul. The feed to Cousins. Picked by Randall. The 3. That doesn't go either for DeRozan.
DeMarcus Cousins can really be unstoppable at times on offense. He's shown star qualities ever since he stepped into the NBA. But it wasn't until last season that he was voted to the All-Star game.
Paul outside. Pierce dishes to Mbah a Moute. Paul kicks to Pierce. Redick inside the line. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And back to Cousins last year. He was the first Sacramento King to appear in an All-Star game, which is hard to believe in over a decade. That is a long stretch, a long drought.
I'll tell you what, no question he's been doing a lot of heavy lifting here early in his career. But I tell you what, you surround him with some sick talent, and I can see rings in this young man's future.
Paul kicks to Mbah a Moute. It's stolen by DeRozan. Now the Lakers on the break.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Paul passes to Mbah a Moute. Back to Paul. Releases from 15, and it's sent back by Russell. Fast break. The Lakers. Look at that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. They need this. Almost, but it rolls out.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Inside. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And then for Los Angeles, Whiteside's checked in for Randall. Jordan Clarkson comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Rodriguez is subbed in for Russell. Green with a screen for Rivers. He dishes it to Aldridge. Crawford, no one around him. And the Clippers miss again.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
Green with a screen for Rivers. Offline with his three.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Passes it to Rodriguez. At the elbow, it's Cousins. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's going to go on Cole Aldridge. Thinking about DeMarcus Cousins, Clark, when he was selected, people questioned whether he could stay out of trouble. Many doubted that, you know, he could, but he has stayed clean really since day one.
Yeah, you know, going back 5 years ago, a beat writer actually had the audacity to say he would end up in jail at some point. But Cousins has proved him and others wrong.
And with that Cousins story about the writer, Cousins actually called him out about that failed prediction. I mean, they made amends, however, with the writer eating his words and donating to a charity of Cousins' choice. Yeah, and for Cousins, it's never been a question of talent. I mean, many are glad to see that he's been able to stay focused, really for the first stretch of his career.
Austin Rivers traded to the Clippers last year. A change of scenery did him well, and he was comfortable coming off the bench.
And that's a great point, Kevin. I mean, he seemed to get steady playing time, and that's what he needed most. And also, he wasn't defined by a position. They were able to find a niche role for him to play.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And, you know, the role for Rivers last season was that of a bench scorer. I mean, not sure if he'll ever be a starter, but he can be a part of a winning basketball team with his skill set.
And with the trade last season, Rivers became the first son ever to play for his father. His dad, of course, being Doc Rivers.
30 seconds left in the third. Lets it go from the wing. Can't get it to go.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Dishes to Johnson.
Los Angeles foul call.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Rodriguez outside. Pass to Cousins. Crawford with the steal. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Lakers ahead, delivering the blowout. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And it's the Clippers with the ball. So for the Lakers right now, they set the pick. Prigioni dishes to Ayers. He kicks to Johnson. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And guys, Wesley Johnson, fourth overall pick back in the 2011 draft. Everyone thought he would have the jump shot to become a prolific scorer. And Clark, the length to defend at a high level.
Yeah, you know, in his rookie year, he averaged 9 points a game. Last year, his fifth, he averaged 10. I think it's to the point where he is what he is.
Here's Rodriguez. Bangs home the trifecta.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Goes up at the stripe, and the shot falls short this time.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number one of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation. That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
The pass to Rivers. Lets it go from 11. Outside Curry. Here's Bender. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Kicks it out to Johnson. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they really had their number today.
For the Clippers, Pierce comes in for Cole Aldrich, and Wilcox is subbed in for Rivers.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
The shot by Pierce will not go. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Shoots the three. Can't get it to go. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Wilcox kicks to Prigioni. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Feeds to Pierce. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Even though there's a height disadvantage, he's still able to go up and over his man.
Well, he's fearless. I mean, there's nothing that concerns him. No matter what the matchup is, he's a guy that doesn't back down. He's beyond being intimidated. Nice pass there by Sergio Rodriguez.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Prigioni for 3. And Curry pulls it down. And it's the Lakers' ball. Launches a 3. The offensive rebound. Here's Rodriguez. Outside for Curry. Takes the 3. The rebound by Johnson. And for the Clippers, they're shooting well here in the fourth quarter. 50%. Pass to Prigioni. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And no